Yo, so this is probably gonna be a short and brief episode. I've been meaning to do this episode for a minute, but it escapes my mind every time I think about it. But there was this chick that followed me, right? Her Instagram handles is Persuasia Sound. Now she was an ex stripper out of Las Vegas, and I went on a live with her, and she was cool till she wasn't. She turned out to be an idiot bitch. But she posted something that I meant to get at, and I think this is why I blocked her, because her response was stupid. It said, hidden abuse looks like when leaving you feeling insecure rather than empowered, right? This is what I call black bitches always want niggas to placate to their every emotion. Now, there are certain instances where niggas be abusing hoes, right? In my opinion, it's just verbally and physically. And when I say verbally, like you use profanity, vulgarity to talk to your woman, you ain't talking to her smooth, or you hitting the bitch. One of the two. But these hoes like to make every single thing that you do a form of abuse because they don't agree with it, right? Now, the ones that I do agree with, I'm going to tell you. And then the ones that I don't agree, I'm going to list those. So the first one is micromanaging you. Now, most women, whether they work their job, can't save a goddamn nickel, and they frivolously buy shit. This is according to research marketers, of course. This is not me. Hoes literally will buy shit on impulse more so than men do. Actually, to the tune of 67% more than men do. So if you're in a relationship and your bitch has a tendency to buy bullshit all the time, you got to check the hoe. That's not a form of micromanaging. Bitch, you're just spending too much money. Pimps used to have a handle on this in 1986, but we've let hoes go awry in the last 30-something years. Jokingly hurting you. Now, this is my favorite because you can't even joke with a bitch, but a bitch will joke with you. I was dating a woman, and I was talking to her over the phone back when people talked over phones. And, you know, we talking, and she said she couldn't hear me. And so I was like, I spoke up loud or whatever. And the bitch made a joke like, oh, it sounds like you got a dick in your throat. So I'm something like a motherfucking pimp. So when I saw her in person, because I don't like to talk loud talk or strong talk nobody over the phone, man or female, wait till I see your ass in person. And I simply told her, you don't fucking play with me like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not your friends, and you don't play with me. I'm your man, right? And of course, the bitch copped the plea that she was just joking. That's not fucking funny. I don't give a fuck. I respect homosexuals. I'm not one, so don't address me like I am one, right? But I can see how if a nigga is jokingly saying something to hurt the bitch feelings, because it's a two-way street. If I don't want you to say some gay shit about me, then I probably shouldn't say, I don't know, most women are bisexual, so I don't know what could hurt a bitch feelings. Maybe talking about her weight. You shouldn't probably do it. Saying harsh truths. Now, this is another one of my favorites because bitches lie. I dated a woman. I said, yo, women are natural born liars. And she asked me to explain that shit. Look, a bitch will look you straight in the face and tell you some bullshit knowing it's not true. I've dealt with too many women, hundreds of facts. I've seen it happen. So when you tell a bitch the truth, they gonna get offended because they typically used to blowing smoke up your ass and being liars, right? Bitches always want to tell you, yeah, I did. A bitch will tell you why she cheated, and then make the reason your fault. It's like, no, bitch, you want to suck a dick. That didn't have nothing to do with me. You just a lying piece of shit. Putting down what's important to you. Now, I can see that, right? If a woman likes to play tennis or she likes to go shopping or drink mimosas with her homegirls, if you one of them niggas that put them down, that's kind of fucked up. That's abuse. A mild case of it, though. Let's not get it fucked up. It's not extreme abuse. It's mild. You shouldn't be hurting nobody's feelings. If your girl likes to do certain activities, you knew that's what she liked to do when you signed up to being her man. So that's kind of fucked up. I'll agree with that one. Being extremely jealous. Now, the only niggas that are jealous of women are bitches. Especially if you jealous of your girl. You a bitch. There's nothing that a woman has that I am jealous of. Not money, not cars, not none of that shit. Like, I'm not jealous of nobody, man or female, but I damn sure ain't just jealous of a woman. What do I get out of it? What does a nigga get out of being jealous of anybody, but even a woman? Like, that's like, that one that blows my mind. When I see niggas that are jealous of bitches, like, I stay away from them niggas because you end up gonna having to punch them out or, you know what I'm saying, curb stomp them. Ignoring when you say something. Ignoring when you're saying something. Now, this I disagree with. Because if you talk to her and she's got you frustrated in the heat of the moment, you're abusive. If you ignore the bitch, you're abusive. So I'm going to just say right here, this is not hitting abuse. This is a bitch just being extreme. Sometimes we got to ignore y'all because we don't want to cuss you out or slap you out. And you just have to take us ignoring you. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It is what it is. Grow the fuck up. Especially if you're over the age of 18. Your man don't want to talk to you. He's probably fuming. Leave him the fuck alone. And the last one, accidentally ruin something that's dear to you. Now, I don't know what that means. I've never accidentally ruined something near and dear to a woman's heart. Not her birthday, not her mom's birthday, not the anniversary, not her favorite pair of shoes, not a purse. I'm a respectful man. I like to classify myself as a gentleman because I don't stomp on people's feelings unless they like. I don't do that's petty. I'm not a petty person, so I don't know how to accidentally ruin something that's dear to somebody. Like, I'm not a bitch. I'm not passive aggressive. If you piss me off, I'm just gonna tell you about it. And especially if you're my woman, I'm just tell you about it. I'm not gonna play little underhanded games. I'm not gonna do shifty shit. Men that do that are bitch ass niggas. I don't know what to tell you. So it looks like it was 1, 2, 3. It was 3 things that I thought, yeah, this kind of extreme. I don't agree with that shit. And I left out one. Putting down loved ones. Now, this, I've done this, but I don't think this is necessarily abuse, especially if I got a valid case. Dated a woman, her uncle wasn't shit. I used to tell her uncle ain't shit. And I know you love this nigga, but he was a fucking crackhead. I dated another woman, her sister wasn't shit. Just gonna keep it 100. Like, I'm not trying to hate on your family member, but keep them the fuck away from me. Like, the whole reason I like talk down on the motherfuckers because I didn't want them around me. And they would always try to bring these people around me. So I had to, like, you know what I'm saying, talk down on them because they was pieces of shit. I also dated a woman, her dad wasn't shit. And I didn't like to go to functions if that nigga was gonna be there. She would ask me, why you don't want to go? Because your dad's gonna be there. And I don't like that nigga. I dated a woman and I didn't like her homegirl. I don't give a fuck. Bitch was a hoe. And she was a loudmouth. I don't hang around people that are loud and obnoxious. And the bitch was. So when it came time to go to functions again, it would always be like, why you not coming to XYZ? I don't want, because that bitch gonna be there and I don't like her. And I usually am a laid back person. I can get along with anybody unless you're a fucking asshole. Then it's like, fuck you. And that starts fights. And I don't like to start fights. As of my last, 15 years, I want to be cool and shit. I want to punch nobody the fuck out. So, yeah, if your family member or loved one is an asshole, I got to tell you about it so that when it comes an event that this person is going to be there, I can steer clear. So I don't have to fuck them up and they don't have to fuck me up. But yeah, this is I disagree with a few of these things because I think some bitches be going overboard. They leave it to a bitch. Everything that a nigga say is abuse. But leave it to them. They don't ever abuse us physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, sexually. These hoes just be, according to them, they can do no wrong. And while I love women, I gotta call them out on their bullshit. Bitches be lying. Bitches be full of shit. Just gotta call it out. Anyways, I'm out. No.